Okay, I want to just do the quickest video in the world about how to get over a breakup in the quickest way possible by just understanding your psychology. And now this could be a breakup from a marriage or this could be a breakup from a situationship. I don't care. But I don't want you any longer to get stuck in relationships that are unhealthy for you just because you don't understand this one thing about how your brain works. So you are going to keep going back to even the worst person in the world because of your nervous system. Once you separate from a person, you're gonna be upset, even if it was your decision to do it. You're gonna cry. You're gonna be heartbroken. And it's gonna make you think, oh my God, am I doing the wrong thing? Is this person really the one? Because how could I possibly be crying my eyes out, even though I know that it's not right? This is what every freaking love song is written about. It's just so dumb. It's just basic psychology. So the reason that you're so heartbroken and you're crying, even though that you know that it's wrong, is because there's two parts of your brain, and one of them is logical and one of them is for survival. So the logical part of your brain, not to get too technical, but it's the prefrontal cortex, okay? So that part of your brain knows everything that they've done to you. They know that they never text you back. They never really show you that they love you. They disrespect you. This isn't right for you. I need to leave. And you try and leave and you can't and you're so upset. That's the logical part, right? The other part is the limbic system. That's the emotional part, the survival part. Now, the issue is with human beings is that we are built to attach. That part of your brain thinks that you're going to die in the wild if you leave this person, because it doesn't matter how they're treating you. If you bonded with them, then it thinks that that is your mate. This is the person that's going to take care of you. It thinks that this is your tribe. Now imagine you were in the wilderness, right? And you're part of your little tribe, your little community, or maybe it's just you and this one other person out in the wilderness together in a little cave. And then you decide to leave and now you're off in the woods together. Or they leave and they're out in the woods or they're going to another cave. How you would feel, right? You'd feel like you were not going to survive. You'd feel damaged. That emotion is the same emotion that you're having about leaving this situationship or leaving the person that's so clearly toxic and bad for you. Your brain doesn't know the difference between that and you being lost in the wilderness alone. And the reason that we have this system is so that we don't do that. We have it so that we don't wander off. Even as kids, you're going to grow attached to your parents, your family, your friends, whatever is the community. Because otherwise you would literally just wander away. You need to feel damaged and distraught and horrible. You need to feel like you're not going to make it in order to keep you surrounded by the people that are going to help you survive. So now what happens is you have the logical part of your brain and you have the survival part of your brain. And they're fighting against each other because you're upset and then you're telling yourself, no, but I have to leave. You're just back and forth. Now you're stressed. Now there's so much cortisol. There's so much stress hormones. And you're also withdrawing from the oxytocin and the vasopressin, whatever gender you are, that you were getting from being with that person. You're withdrawing from the dopamine of being with that person, from getting a text from them or saying good morning to them. So you're feeling horrible. You're withdrawing from what is basically the strongest, I don't want to say the word, but like the strongest substance that you could take is your hormones that are making you feel that good. You're withdrawing from that because of this person. Your nervous system is deregulated. It's so used to being with that person that you're going through withdrawal. And now you have the logical part of your brain telling you, no, this is right. Is it right? I don't know. Like, yes, this is what you need to do. You're having tons of cortisols, tons of stress, withdrawal from dopamine, oxytocin, everything. It's so upsetting that you need to release. And that release is you crying your eyes out. There's actually a difference in the tears that you cry when you're upset and stressed and when you cry because you're happy, because your body is actually releasing all of those stress hormones in your tears. But you think what's going on is, oh my God, I love them so much. I'm crying my eyes out because I miss them so much. Just let it out. Just understand that if you are crying hysterically over this person, it is because you know logically that you have to leave. Is that dissonance? It's that argument between the logic and the survival that's causing you so much stress and that is causing you to cry. And you need to understand that the more you cry, the more you're getting it out. And that's why you feel better after you cry, because you have now released all the stress hormones from your body that have been caused by the fight between what's right and your nervous system re-regulating because you don't want to be left alone in the wild. So crying and feeling horrible is not because you know you're meant to be together. It is because you know you're not meant to be together. You have to just allow yourself a certain amount of time, maybe a week, to just feel very bad. But understand that you are just regulating. Your nervous system is getting used to you being without this one person, because it's not going to do that to you forever. You're not just going to constantly feel horrible. That's the other thing you need to realize. You will re-regulate as long as you don't take it so seriously, as long as you're being kind to yourself in the meantime. If you're feeling insecure, then go watch the video I just posted about confidence and how to talk to yourself, and the habit, just that one habit that you need to make to be a confident person, because that's also something extremely important if you're going to get past this. But just understand that you're not crying because you're weak. You're not crying because you're meant to be together. You're crying because your brain thinks that you're lost alone in the wilderness, but you are not. And if you need to, talk to your friends, talk to anyone close to you, go make connections so that your body doesn't feel like you're alone. Like, don't separate yourself too much. Yes, you should be able to be at a point where you're able to make yourself feel good by yourself. But it's just a matter of almost replacing that tribe, but not with him and not with, or her, just not with another toxic person.